What it is, dudes. What it is. It's the Avakin ZeroChill show, and that's the biz. When it comes to Tap Joy, they know I'm a whiz. Got people saying how I get money like his, but that's a topic for another time. This was all about the dance and the rhyme. The origin of dance, hip hop, and the bebop. We're gonna start the show after that intro beat drop. They used to sell this in the Avakin store. They might still have it. I'm not sure. But if you notice, it looks like a very generic dance floor. And if you look close, it looks like a bunch of cardboard that's like duct taped together. And that's exactly what it is. So when you're out on the street and you're breakdancing, I can't spin on my head. I can't spin on my back. I can't flare. I can't do any of that stuff on the street. One, there's too much traction. Two, even if I could, I'd tear my skin and my clothes up from the gravel, from the asphalt. So they put down these cardboard mats. We'd use these in order to get started with what we're about to do right now. Everybody has seen this dance done. This is like everybody's graduation dance. You can't buy it until like level 11. So everybody's first step of, dude, I'm no longer a noob. They go out and they buy this dance here. This is a breakdance move. It's known as the flare. This was a ground transition and pose move, seen in breakdancing a lot also. In Avakin Life, this is called the baby freeze. And so here you can see the freeze in action. And notice he doesn't just sit there and do the freeze. That's kind of retarded. But notice how right here he transitions. It's just a style move. And then also he'll do it right here and freeze. And then he goes right back. The baby freeze. Of course, when you're breakdancing, you don't just start off spinning on the floor, dude. You begin with some sort of a style. And so what you can see here, I'm doing one version, QL is doing another. This is called the top rock or the up rock. And all this is basically my intro. So when I come onto the floor, I come out doing something like this, and then I'll transition into the other moves. And there's different versions of this top rock and up rock also. You can do it to the front, the side, the back, and we'll see those in just a second. Here I'm doing an up rock variation. This is the side pop. And just as you can do this dance to the front and to the side, you could also do it to the back. So this is called the back step, or way back in like the 40s, this was called the Charleston. This definitely isn't the best version out there, the back step, but he's just doing a basic tutorial just to show everybody what the back step is. And so this, dudes, is the Charleston, done in swing dancing like the 40s. So as you can see, what comes around goes around. Ha ha ha. And now that I'm thinking about it and looking at it this way, in addition to the back step and the Charleston, this also looks a whole lot like the Kid and Play kick step. His step is a little bit wider than you actually do in the kick step, but when you see this next clip, you'll see how similar it actually is. Whether you call it juking or gliding, or at some point in time, you've all seen this. It's been around forever. Breakdancers were doing it in the 80s. Michael Jackson also perfected it in the 80s. Now you see Usher and a whole lot of people doing it all the time. But this is gliding, and as it is called in Avakin dance, the glide, or in Avakin land, the glide turn. If you guys have never seen this before, this was dope. So this is a Michael Jackson song. I'm actually a huge MJ fan, but this is a Michael Jackson song called You Rock My World. And at this particular performance, Usher and Chris Tucker came out on stage while he was performing. I think it was an award show. And so Usher came out and was gliding with him, and then Chris Tucker came out a little bit later. And so here you can see two of the best gliders in history, and they're doing it side by side. Dude, this dance here wins the award for being the most retarded dance in breakdance history. But we all know it, we know it well. This is the worm. So next on the list, dudes, we have tutting, popping, locking. There's a bunch of different names for the different aspects of it. And as you can see here, I've got a bunch of different ones strung together. There's several of them in Avakin Life. You've got the robot ensemble. You've got ragdoll. You've got I think one of them is called tutting. But there's a bunch of different ones out there. There's maybe like 4 of them, and it's hard to find these exact moves. You're probably not going to, but this is more like just a freestyle motion of the body. So I'm moving my arms, my legs, my waist in accordance with however I want to according to the beat, dude. And you'll see this in freestyle, in motion, the way it would really look in this next clip. And that's it, dudes. That brings us to the end of the Origin Dance to Breakdance edition. Please, in the comments, let me know what you thought. I've got at least one more edition coming, probably 2, because I have a couple of other of the hip-hop style dances that we have not talked about. Then also, I've got to get into the twerk dances. I'm going to do one for the Latin dances. And then also, I'm finding some of the Delirious Squid stuff. In the meantime, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, ring the bell, turn on notifications so you know when I upload new content. Tell your friends to do it, tell your friends to do it, tell your friends to tell their friends to do it, and I'll see all you dudes on the next show.